not wasting time and not allowing him to catch his breath is huge in every age, all right? A lot of people just don't like to work on it because it's not that fun, all right? But here, stand up. Now, when I'm here, I like to be on, it's different for everybody. I like to sit on my feet. I like to sit on my feet because I don't like them to grab my ankles. If I sit on my feet, they can't grab my ankles. They can't get to my ankles. So here, exactly, he can't get to my ankles. If I got 10 seconds left to get out, I'm gonna get on my toes because I know I'm more explosive on my toes. So some people, it depends on the person, the preference, because some people are much quicker at exploding up when they're on their toes. I've gotten really good at doing it from sitting on my feet, and I think it just secures my feet, and they can't grab my feet. So I like to sit on my feet.
I prefer to sit on my feet too.
Okay.
Otherwise they're going to grab that ankle.
Exactly. A good wrestler is going to make adjustments, and they're going to go to the ankle, or they're going to go to different body parts. You know, if they can't break you down one way, they're going to try another way. The other thing, most people don't pay attention to the way that they do the referee's position when they get down. They just, it's important though. It's important how you set up, because the guy can take advantage of your position right off the bat, and then you might not never get the good position back. And then you might be like, crap, now I'm stretched out, now he's got legs in, now he's got a half in, now he's got all these positions. Start off in a good position and make him earn all those positions. Don't give him my elbows all the way out right away, me up on my, just wide open right here, right away. I don't want to be like this. Now, he has so many options to get under my arms, to grab my legs, to do he has so many options right here. So if you come to the referee's position and you're just a person who's just tired and just goes like this, you got to break that habit, because the good guys are going to take advantage of it, all right? So when I get to a referee's position, like I said, first thing, I like to sit on my feet so he can't grab my feet. It can differentiate between each person depending on what works for you. This one, I think, is important for everybody. When I put my hands down, my weight is not forward. My weight is, even if I'm not sitting on my feet, my weight is back. My hands, I put my elbows in. Even though the line may be all the way up here for the referee's position, I'm still gonna be like this. My space, the space for you to get underneath here is gonna be so small. So the second that he blows the whistle, I'm already, you're not getting underneath, okay? So the difference between being here and having all this space for him to grab and get underneath and get his underhooks and get his ties, night and day. It makes a huge difference in me coming to the line and being like this. He doesn't feel like his position is nearly as good when I'm here. He doesn't, and if he tries to bump me forward off the whistle, my weight's not forward, so it's much harder to move my body. If my body's up here, and then instantly, I'm out of position. You moved me easily. So, like I said, how you set up is huge. Even for the top guy, how you come on top is huge. How you do the bottom position right off the bat is huge. So, from now on, when you do the referee's position, try to pay a little more attention on how you're setting up, where your elbows are, where your feet are, where your weight is. You don't want your weight forward. You want your weight back. Because then, if he tries to push me forward and it doesn't work, look, he's getting high. And now, I'm just coming straight up. If he tries to pull me back, that's fine. My feet, my weight is underneath me. He's not going to pull me back. He's not going to push me forward. But that's something that takes practice. That's something that takes repetition. You don't just learn how to balance yourself in these positions without putting in the reps, all right? So, now to the stand-up. Sitting on my feet, my hands are in position, my elbows are in and down. Off the whistle, the first thing that I like to do is get this, because this arm is already underneath for the referee's position. He gets to put his hand on the belly. So this is underneath my arm already. This hand isn't. So I'm about to close this door ASAP. So right off the referee's position, when he blows the whistle, boom, I'm here. I'm right here, and I'm blocking this, and he's not going to be able to get underneath both my arms. So from here, when I block this, I'm coming, and I'm fighting this hand. I do these simultaneously, but the only reason that I'm saying this is because this is important. More important than this. Blocking this off is more important than getting this wrist. But I do them both at the same time, simultaneously. But this, you gotta block him out from being able to be under your arms, because the second that he gets underneath both of my arms, now he can really extend me and stretch me forward. Now he can get the weight on me. And then once I start fighting hands, he starts hand fighting and he starts getting my wrist. And that's what the good wrestlers will do. Once they get underneath your arms and you start trying to get them from underneath them, they start hand fighting you and they start locking up all your wrists. But if he's on the outside and he tries to hand fight me now and I get a wrist, he can't hand fight me because I'm out. If he has one underneath and I have one, if he has one underneath and I have one, and I fight this hand, and he tries to hand fight it, re-hand fight it with the other hand, he can't. I'm blocking him. So that's what I mean. You don't want to let him under both arms to where he can just, boom, re-grip. Boom, I'm blocking him. I'm blocking him. I'm blocking him. Now he can't get in. If he comes over top the arm and tries to get this wrist right here, now I'm out. And that's what I'm going to do when I stand up, okay? So, we're here, right off the whistle, boom, I'm here. I get my head up. I get my elbow in, I attack the hand, I get my head up, all right? So when I do this, I'm breaking it down one step, one step, one step. But I do this explosion all at once. Elbow in, grab the hand, explode to my feet, head up. That's all one move. That's all one move. I don't separate them at all. So, when we're going and the referee blows the whistle, this is what it looks like. Now I'm up. Now, from here, he has to wrestle me. And you know, if he stays here too long, the ref hits him for stalling. So now he's the person who has to feel rushed and has to make bad decisions or take risks. I just gotta stay in good position and make sure that he doesn't get underneath this hand so he can re-hand fight me. And as I'm doing this here, I'm blocking this hand I'm bringing, and I'm putting it in my back pocket. I'm putting it in my back pocket. I'm circling, and he might even circle with me. He might circle with me. But he don't feel like he has a grip. It might look like he does to you guys, but he has nothing. Like, everything. It's so important to come out explosive. Because once you get to your feet, that's the hard part. When a guy gets to break you down, and now you gotta work really hard to get to your feet, then it's a real struggle to get up there. Your best chance to get to your feet was within the first second, when the ref blows the whistle. Take advantage. So within that first second, once I get to my feet, now I don't have to freak out. Now I can break down the details and make sure that he can't bring me down and make sure I properly fight the hands. Because like I said, if I stay there for 8 seconds and I'm fighting the hands and he don't bring me down, the ref might hit him for stalling. And if he gets hit for another, and then if you're down again, he doesn't have the luxury of even wasting time there. Because if he gets hit for another stalling, that's a point. So you got to think about, these are the type of things, tactics you have to think about when you're wrestling. You know, like, if I stay here for a little bit, he's going to get hit for stalling. I don't have to rush because he has to rush. I'm in good position, he's not in good position. You know? So, in that position, when you do get to your feet, fight the hands, but don't feel rushed to where I put myself in a bad position and then he gets to return me to the ground. And now I really got to work to my feet and he no longer feels rushed or like he's stalling. Yep. All right? So, again, here, I'm sitting on my feet. My hands are back. My elbows are bent slightly. My weight is back. The referee blows the whistle. My elbow's gonna come back. My right hand's gonna come to the hand and control it. And I'm gonna shoot one of my legs up and get my head up. So the referee blows the whistle, go, boom. I'm right there. I'm already here. And from here, even if he's coming over top of this, boom, I'm out. I want him to reach. When I'm here, I want him to do this. This is exactly what I want him to do. Thank you. I'm out. Because he's not going to be able to hold me here. His best option is to come underneath and try and get that lock Under his best bet, this is easy to get out. His best bet is getting under here. And that's why I say it's so important to just make sure, if he's coming over top, don't panic, don't feel like he's about to get you, because he's not. He can do whatever he wants to do. But this right here, being able to fight the hands and keep your elbows tight is huge. So when you do get to your feet, don't rush getting out. Feel the position. Partner, when he gets to his feet, kind of play a little bit. Try and get your hands locked. Try and get your hands locked. Try and come underneath. All right? Try and come underneath. The person who's doing the move, do not let his hands come in. Block them off. Block them off. All right?
Elbows in tight, guys.
All right, let's try that. You got any questions? Like usual, just ask. 1, 2, 3.